Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Intentionally Playing Pathfinder. I'm your GM Kyle, and I'm joined by the lovely players Paisley, Levi, Tristan, and Dakota.
Hello!
Before we begin, I don't know if we have any announcements. Pathfinder is still on their holiday break. But if you guys have any other announcements, feel free.
I was gonna make something up, but...
Wow. Just couldn't do it? Couldn't hack it?
Dude, I'm sick.
Wow, just don't be sick anymore.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Maybe don't do that.
I'm good.
Big, like, can you not energy?
Alright, well then I'll just jump in. Last time on Pathfinder. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Our party had a secret meeting with Thorin, the reward station master, Gaia, the fighter guild member / lady to the Lord Eklund, and Pat, another fighter guild member. In the meeting, there
You
was
should have just left it at Pat. And Pat.
and
How
Pat.
do you know what Pat?
And
We
then
all
just
know him.
moved on.
We all love him.
In the meeting, there was discussion of taking down the Crimson Knights and rewards for doing so.
Do you think we'll get a reward if we turn them in on the Crimson Knights?
The evil route. A respectable one.
The next morning, the party split up to prep in their own ways. Cortez met with Zelthar, got him drunk, and talked to him about looking the other way, if needed. And Zelthar being one of the Crimson Knights. Cortez would also set him up with a better job in Athenda if he did so.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. After that, Cortez also asked Alden, the town warden, to stay vigilant as some things may be happening in town. Didn't give him much more information though.
Allegedly.
Doesn't deserve more.
During this time, Bragan went to the Fighters Guild to see if there would be a way to boost the creature he had sent to assassinate the Crimson Knights.
Allegedly sent.
Allegedly.
No, that one was fucking for real.
Not finding the specific answers she wanted, Bragan went to meet up with everyone else. Briar and Ulu split off to check out the Crimson Knights base. Ulu searched the area for other buildings that had line of sight on the Crimson Knights base, while Briar began speaking to the surrounding trees, and also talked to a few people about fixing up a house next to the Crimson Knight base. He was told that they could live in it while fixing it, and they would be taxed on the land if they stayed. After meeting back up, Regan told everyone about the monster he sent after the Crimson Knights, and they all began scrambling as the monster would likely attack that night. They decide to spend the night in Brigand's home. During the night, Cortez, on watch, sees that the monster attacks one of the Crimson Knights. He rushes over to help and gets one shot off on the creature before Thistle, the Crimson Knight member the creature was planted on, finishes it off.
A hero.
Later in the night, Thistle leaves his post and Briar goes after him. Briar goes to the inn and watches for Thistle through the window. During that time, Thistle snuck around the back of the house. Ulu, on watch, catches Thistle trying to sneak into the house, weapon pulled. And that is where we stopped last time. Now...
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, my bad.
Now we start... I'll have you guys all roll initiative. Right now, Ulu is awake and looking at Thistle, so there are no negatives. Brigan and Cortez, you guys are sleeping. So
Very
this is a
tired.
perception check -4. And then Briar, you will just roll as normal, but you are at the inn and will be starting there at the beginning of initiative.
So I'm not doing actual initiative, I'm doing a perception check.
That is actual
That is
initiative.
the normal initiative.
Well, I have initiative bonus +2. Do I have
okay.
that in?
Whatever your normal initiative thing is, but you -4 because you are asleep.
Okay.
Okay.
So Cortez
Roll
is
it.
really 11.
Did I already roll? Oh my gosh, I got a 12.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I needed like to be the highest. Damn.
Gosh, don't be a beggar.
That was not -4, Paisley, just so you know.
Oh? Oh, I -4?
No, you
No.
do not, because you are
She
awake.
rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. I just
Brigand,
suck.
22.
22 with the -4?
Yeah, I get a plus 10,
Damn.
and I rolled a 16.
This is
Uh,
Pathfinder. Don't we all have plus 10s?
And then
I do.
then-
Briar.
19. I have a +8.
Alright.
So, to start us off, get some music going. So first off, Ulu, as you catch this guy, he turns to look at you, and now you see that he has a rapier pulled in one hand, his other hand hidden behind his cloak.
Hide your kid, hide your wife.
He's
Send Rippy and everybody after you.
He
Okay.
takes one look at you, looks back inside the house, and from behind his cloak, he pulls out a dagger and throws it in Brigand's direction.
Hey, what the fuck?
Dead.
Stop that.
And then
Quit it.
Brigand and Cortez, if either of you wear armor, you are unarmored as you are sleeping.
That is fair. Let me mark that.
Okay.
I have explorer's clothing.
Clothing is fine, but if you're wearing any armor, you have to take that off, or you get negatives when you wake up.
Nope.
But that is a 30 to hit.
Pretty
There
low.
is a caveat to that, Kyle.
Yeah, there's special armors and stuff, or if you have any skills to do.
The armor that I am wearing has comfort.
Yeah,
So I don't
it-
gain a negative.
Unless otherwise specified. But Brigand, does that hit?
Yeah.
Is it crit?
Nope.
Okay. So,
47
Got one
points
more,
of
wouldn't
damage.
You explode.
No, I didn't.
Is he flat-footed because he's asleep?
You just like
he is
bamfed to
flat-footed,
hell or
also
something.
this guy has hidden blade, so that was it. Also makes him flat-footed anyway.
Oh, okay.
You take 12 points of piercing damage and you wake up.
Oh,
You are
okay.
still prone, but you are now awake and aware that you have now been stabbed with a knife.
It schloinked.
Bro, we couldn't even talk about this?
He then turns towards you, Ulu, with his rapier still pulled. Unfortunately, he's going to have to step towards you, and then he's going to attack with that.
Ugh.
Seems like a big talker.
Fortunately, this is
Probably
multiple
won't hit.
attack penalty.
That's a 16 to hit.
It does not.
As he lunges towards you, you saw it coming from a mile away. You back out of the way, and as he pulls it back, he says, "You don't fuck with me." That is
You don't
Brigand's
fuck on me. Well, I'm just gonna take a little stroll.
turn. Brigand's your prior.
Oh, my bad.
Alright, cool. Well, considering I woke up and now have a dagger in me.
Yeah, you are
I'm
still
going
prone,
to-
just so you know.
Can I
So your
cast spells
movement is
while prone?
reduced, or what happens again when you're...
Let's see. Conditions. Prone. Prone.
You're flat-footed.
Flat-footed.
Feeling move to crawl, stand. You can take
-2
cover.
to attack rolls if you're making an attack roll.
Nope. It's just a saving throw.
Yeah. If you don't have an object to get behind, gaining a +4 circumstance bonus to AC against ranged attacks.
Yeah, so you could take cover.
Yeah. So yeah,
And-
if you're doing any attack, then it would be a -2.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast my 3rd level spell, Impending Doom.
Okay.
Ah,
Needs to make
Doom!
a will save.
All right.
What do you say while you cast this?
Get doomed upon.
Get doomed.
Then Doom guy runs
Well,
out
no,
and shoots
it's
him.
impending doom, so you're gonna get doomed.
That's a 16.
Yeah, it's a fail. Sweet. I love the spell, by the way. So failure. The creature is immediately flat-footed,
Oh, sweet.
and then on the 2nd round, so it's a 3-round spell, like 3-part spell.
Mhm.
So, 1st round immediately felt flat-footed. 2nd round becomes frightened 2, and finally on the 3rd round it becomes stunned 1, and at the end of the 3rd round, the creature takes 66 mental damage.
Oh, cool.
66?
Yeah.
66 damage.
Yeah.
6.
No, 6d6.
Yeah, 66.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, that's what we said.
I hope his brain just like melts.
All right.
And then, as my last action, I'm going to require another will save. Because I'm going to use Needle of Vengeance.
cool. Okay. What does that do?
So a
You can
long,
cast both
jagged
those?
needle. What?
You can cast both of those. Like
Well, I
with
mean-
your actions.
Yeah. Impending Doom is a 2-action spell, and Needle of Vengeance is a 1-action spell.
Oh, cool.
It's one of my switch hexes.
Damn, I'm rolling bad. That's an 18 will save.
Alright, you fail. So it's a duration sustained up to a minute, and a long jagged needle jabs into the target foe's psyche. Whenever it attacks a creature, my patron holds in special regard. So basically, if it attacks me or my allies, or one of my allies, it's only one person. I'm gonna attack or designate Paisley. So if he attacks Paisley, he takes 6 mental damage anytime it uses a hostile action against.
I just look like really spooky. Right.
Cool. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, though I had a question.
Uh huh.
So I used one of my hexes, which means my familiars thing goes off, which I don't know if they're within 15 feet or
What's your familiar's thing?
it is the resentment. So familiar of ongoing misery. When I cast or sustain a hex, my familiar can curse a creature within 15 feet of it, prolonging the duration of any native conditions affected by 1 round. This is a curse effect. Prolongs any conditions with a timed duration, and doesn't prevent conditions from being removed by other means. So the spell that I just cast, Impending Doom.
Is it a timed spell or is it?
Well, it says duration 3 rounds.
Okay.
So, but my question is, if
But
it
the
gets...
spell isn't a condition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So would that, like, affect the Frightened 2 part of it?
Yeah, so Frightened
go
2 wouldn't go
Frightened
down.
3?
It
Yeah.
wouldn't go up to Frightened 3, it would just, his next turn when it would go down to Frightened 1, it remains at Frightened 2.
Oh, okay. So, and also Stunned 1 and all that?
Stunned doesn't work that way because Stunned is used when the condition is applied.
Okay, cool. Okay.
My turn?
Maybe.
No.
Oh.
So you're cursing him with your
Yeah.
familiar? Sweet.
Well, yeah, it doesn't do anything right now, but yes.
Isn't he frightened?
No, he's
Uh,
just flat-footed right now.
yeah, he's
Next
only flat-footed.
round,
Oh.
right?
Okay, okay.
All right. Then now Briar.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a stroll.
Okay.
To about there, and then I'm gonna look around to see if I can see or hear, notice, the guy. I'm trying to not get distracted by the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool though.
So yeah,
There's a
roll
chick in
perception
there.
check.
Ooh,
That's
that's
a 17.
Okay.
I'm kind of distracted by a chicken.
Yeah. I would say just because they're not fighting super loud yet, that you do not hear the fighting
Yep.
yet.
Yep, fair. Okay.
Yeah, no one in your immediate vicinity,
Except for a
other,
chicken.
other than the chicken, which is pretty cool.
Or dangerous.
Could be
uh,
both.
Ooh,
It like turns and it's actually cock grease or something. How did you know?
You fool.
that's the dragon in disguise.
So I'm gonna shove this guy, and then I'm gonna step and I'm gonna try and shove him again with my 3 actions.
Okay.
The arrow.
So first shove.
I'm gonna try and get him into Brigand's house. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if I've done this before, so
Yeah.
shove. It is, you have at least 1 hand free, and the target can't be more than 1 size larger than me. This looks like a little guy.
Yeah, he is smaller than you. So,
Okay.
your athletics versus their fortitude DC.
All right, let's go. My athletics. It's a +3. Who?
Oh!
Whoa!
21.
21.
21.
Yeah.
That is a success, but not a critical success. So you push your opponent 5 feet.
Take it. Yeah,
you
5
can
feet, and
strike
I'm
after
aiming
it.
for the door. Yeah, into the door is where I'm going. Yep, nice.
So
I'm gonna
you can move
step
with
up.
him. You
Yeah,
can
Oh.
move with him as part of the shove.
Part of the shove is like
Oh, I can?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
cool.
Instead of like pushing him, you kind of like grab his shirt collar and walk with him 5 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna do that one more time.
All right.
This one is at a -5.
Yeah, it is an attack technically.
Oh. -5?
So that's an 8.
8.
That will not succeed.
Damn it.
Is that a critical fail?
It's an 8 total.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a critical fail.
You fall.
So you
Oops.
are now. So you go to push him again, and you catch your foot on the increase in elevation, and you fall on your face.
It was such a good idea. I'm like, one hand in the air, like, couldn't we have talked about this?
You still have 1 action if you want to get up.
Oh, okay. I pop back up.
Okay.
You didn't see that. Yeah,
Cool.
That's all I got.
Cortez.
Yep, so did I wake up from all the scuffling?
I'll say that you rouse awake with all this happening.
He's gonna kind of smack his lips and say, "What a weird dream."
You wake up, you see Brigand
He wakes up
casting
to the
spells.
Gur's Doom song.
You see Thistle being pushed halfway into the door. You don't see Ulu, so you didn't see the spectacular fall, but
Whew.
I can just imagine, like, Cortez, he wakes up and he thinks that, like, Ulu just went out there, grabbed him, and is now just shoving him into the house.
He's looking confused
It's-
right now.
Yeah.
And
Ulu's just like, get in there! Come on, get!
he will look at his other sleeping companion and see the damage, though, and
Yeah,
realize it's
yeah,
more hostile.
you see Brigand has like a dagger poking out of him.
Okay. With that, I will then. This is a problem, though. Since the Drake rifle is an alternate rifle, how loud would you say it is?
It does lightning damage, so it is
It does.
pretty darn
Probably loud, right?
Yeah, it's not like a full-on lightning clap because it doesn't do that much damage, but it is a large electric shock.
Yeah, fair enough. Well,
You fast as lightning.
I don't get negatives when I'm on the ground, right? For attacking?
For
Yeah.
attacking, you would get a -2.
You get -2?
Yeah.
Alright. I will stand then. And then I will quick draw my rifle and shoot him.
Well,
Okay.
good news. I should hear this.
Yeah, I was thinking about everyone else too, but it is what it is. He's flat-footed right now too, right?
He is flat-footed, so it's
Okay.
kind of like you're just normally attacking.
Well, he stood up.
I stood up.
No, oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. Okay. So that will be a total of 30 to hit.
30 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits,
Okay.
but not a crit.
Even with the flat-footed.
Even with the flat-footed. It's close.
Give me 1 second. So that would be this and this. Another ability. So he'll take 7 electric and 5 piercing.
Okay, so that's 12 total.
Yes.
One thing I really noticed when testing out characters in Pathfinder, ranged is not nearly as broken as
Yeah.
it is in D&D.
That is fair. And I'm gonna reload and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Like, not being able to add your, like, dex modifier to damage rolls just
Right.
feels so rough, but it makes sense.
Yeah, so you guys are all sitting there and you hear the loud of electricity
Damn
shooting,
it, Cortez!
shooting to the back of this guy. He winces and looks back at you, Cortez. Briar, you now hear that. So you are aware that combat is going on in that general direction. Cortez, is that your turn?
Yeah, nice. I reloaded and that's my turn.
Okay. Well then. First action, he will move around you.
Is there enough room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was closer to the door.
And then you'll see he takes a second blade from like the wrist of his jacket, and as he's looks like he's gonna punch you, and then the blade comes out at the last second as he tries to stab you in the back.
Alright, he takes 6 mental damage.
All right. Okay. So 6. So as he goes, he winces in pain, but that is a 30 to hit Paisley.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Is it a crit?
My AC is a 21, I believe.
So it is not.
It's
You
gotta be
are
10.
you are flat-footed, so it'd be a -2 to your AC.
I'm flat-footed?
Yeah, because part of his hidden blade is that it makes you flat-footed against the attack.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Those terms, then
So then
yeah,
crit.
then it's a
Okay.
crit.
Dead.
Better not be, Kyle. Fucking else. I know where you live. This suddenly
Well,
gets very
DDoS you.
personal. Yeah.
That is 32 points of damage.
Wow! Okay. I've been got. Go on without me, team. Just kidding.
And he shouts, not like shouting, but enough that the two inside can hear, says, I just want that one in the corner. No one else needs to die.
I would prefer if no one died. Cortez says from the side.
Can we go back to maybe talking about this?
And then for his last one, he's gonna go for grapple.
Me?
Yeah. He's gonna try to hold you as a shield, pretty much.
Ow. Crafty asshole. What do I
It's
do? I roll
against your-
again?
It's against your Fortitude DC, so whatever your Fortitude save plus 10.
Fortitude save plus 11,
Plus 10.
so 21.
Okay.
And fortuitous.
Yeah, that is fine.
I doubt he has a very high athletics,
No,
probably
he
high
doesn't.
acrobatics.
So yeah, he goes to grab you as he says that, but you pulled just far enough away. Alright, Brigand.
Alright, so I am going to first wait. Well, first of all, the second round of impending doom will go off, and he is now frightened 2.
Okay.
Is that in addition to being flat-footed?
I don't know. It just says the creature is immediately flat-footed. On the second round, it becomes frightened 2. Finally, on the third round, it also becomes stunned 1. At the end of the third round, the creature takes full damage. So it doesn't have like a duration on the flat-footed.
Hmm.
Just says it's flat-footed.
Does it get a save at the end of its turn or anything?
No, it's already done itself.
Interesting.
Oh, the ending of it? It witnesses its own death and takes the damage as mental damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it thinks that it watches itself die.
Yeah.
Love this stuff. It's awesome.
Damn. I don't know. What level of spell is that? Third.
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, I'm
I
reading it too.
Think he gets all of the attributes until it's done.
Yeah. It takes 3 rounds to reach its conclusion. It's because finally on the third round it also becomes stunned 1. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
going
also
to say,
becomes stunned.
yeah, I'm going to say that it still applies, and then after the 3 rounds, everything goes away, but it witnesses its own death. Okay.
Okay. So it's frightened 2, and I'm going to use cast Ill Omen. So it needs to make a will save.
Okay. Frightened reduces it. That's a 20.
Alright, fails. There's a 1. Alright, so on a failure, the first time during the duration, which is 1 round, that'll be 2 rounds here shortly, that the target attempts an attack roll or skill check, it must roll twice and use the worst result.
It doesn't make it 2 rounds.
No, 1 second. What, the familiar thing?
It doesn't make it 2 rounds. It just makes it so if it would lose 1, it doesn't. So it doesn't technically make it 2 rounds, it just keeps it at 1 longer.
Yeah, because Frightened 2 means that it lasts longer and it's worse. Frightened, it stays at Frightened 1, but normally it would go down to Frightened 0, but it just stays at Frightened 1, right?
When you cast or sustain a heck, your familiar can curse a creature within 15 feet of it, prolonging the duration of any negative conditions affected
Yeah, it doesn't
by
add to it though.
Oh.
It just stops it from going down.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, it still gets disadvantage on its next attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
And then I will.
And also, I don't think that part is a condition. So you wouldn't be able to extend that one.
Oh, right. So conditions being like frightened and feeble.
Yeah. So now frightened 2. His next turn, it would have gone down to frightened 1. It now
just
won't.
stay.
It'll stay at frightened 2.
Okay. And then I'll use my last action to sustain needle and then tool, which will make my familiar do its thing.
Okay.
All right. That's my turn.
Awesome. Okay. Briar.
Oh wait, frightened, sick, and stunned don't work with these. So yeah, the frightened, sickened, and stunned don't work with the familiar ability because they get reduced when they're applied, and not at the end of the turns. Effects like enfeeble and slow do work.
Okay. We'll have to look more into that later.
Okay. Hearing the gunshot though, I am just gonna start booking it.
Okay. So you're using your full movement.
Yeah. Striding thrice. That's it.
Okay.
Unless I can do it a third time or a fourth time. Oh, okay. Fair.
Ooh.
Oh. Or beyond the point of talking. Like,
It
I
feels
guess
that way.
probably just that.
You can
It'd be
attempt.
like-
You can attempt to keep talking, but I will say at this point, he does seem very aggressive.
That's what I was feeling. About what to do here. When I grapple somebody, can I walk with them?
Say that again.
Or when somebody is grappled, are they grappled to that spot?
When they are grappled, they can't move.
I can't move either, is what you mean.
No, you wouldn't be able to move.
You can reposition them. That's a different action.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna try that. My phone is bugging right now. Can you walk me through grapple? I had our YouTube up in the background, and it is like stuck to the screen, and it's not moving.
Grapple, you roll athletics versus their fortitude DC.
My athletics is a +3. Health.
12 will fail.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, so I like swing my arms like wide, but like over his head, since I'm on like a little step up above him.
Yeah,
Like,
you
come
spin
here.
around real fast and try to grab him, and he's a little bit lower than you were assuming.
I'm still hesitant on like going full like murder this man, even though he did stab my friend for some reason.
And he
Because
did
it's gonna
stab
be
you.
did stab me. Okay, I guess I will strike him. I wish I could fit under this. Sorry, 1 second. I have to pull up my Pathfinder another spot because I can't see like my things. Damn, can you actually skip me? I can't pull it up here either. I gotta figure out what's going on before I can like
What
get
are you
my
trying to do?
character sheet up. Just strike with my chakram.
That's a +11 or +12 with your +1 chakra.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to hit him.
So 5 plus 12, 17. That will miss.
Damn. Okay, I'll try one again with the negatives. 2. Yikes.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
That'll also miss. So yeah, you go to grab him and then you strike twice with your chakram. He's seemingly dodging it with expertise.
Ugh. All right, that's my turn.
Cortez. He did step out of your view, so right now you don't have line of sight, but you do hear him still fighting out there.
Cool. Need to do a little distance. He will slip out into this spot over here. Just immediate view, since I can see from here, is the other dude that's standing guard looking over here.
You can see that he is now aware of what's happening, and he is standing up right now, looking hurried.
And which one was that again?
From here you can see it's Zelthar.
Cool. Cortez is gonna shoot again.
He's gonna shoot.
He's gonna shoot, what's his face? Yeah.
Okay.
No, he just shoots the other guy.
I was like, fuck yeah, now my chance. That will be a 23.
23 will hit.
Zappy zap. That will be 5 damage.
So yeah, as you see him and Ulu trying to grab at each other, and they're like fighting each other's hands off, you shoot him right in the side, and another electric shock goes through him.
Perfect. And then I am going to make more distance. Get up there. That'll be my turn.
Okay. So this one. He is feeling lethargic, and a bit hurt. He's gonna come in and attack you, Brigand.
Okay.
Oof. Does the 14 hit?
Nope.
Damn. Okay. That probably won't hit either. No. So you see as he takes out another dagger from his coat and goes to stab at you, hits the ground, seemingly like sweat beating off of his head. You see your curse really taking effect. And he like pulls himself pretty much up on his rapier, and he's looking worried. Oh no, that was action, move, and then 2 attacks. So yeah, he's kind of just like standing there, but he looks pretty shaken. Your go.
Alright. So first, he becomes stunned 1. And then I'm going to use an action to stand up.
Okay.
And then my second 2 actions, I'm going to use needle darts to attack him.
You can't act while stunned. Damn. Alright, yeah, go for your needle darts.
15 to hit.
15 will still miss.
Alright. And then, at the end of my turn, I take 6d6 of damage.
Didn't he just get stun 1? Or is it at the end of this turn?
At the end of the 3rd round.
Yeah,
So
I'm...
he's stunned as he takes the damage, and then his next turn, he should get the last, or he should get the stunned, and then the last thing of fear.
Yeah, so I think the turn cycle is supposed to be on his turn, not my turn.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if it actually says anywhere on here, but that would make more sense with the whole
That's how it
stunned
normally
and-
works. I just thought the spell was different.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's 22 points of damage.
22.
Yeah.
You see as the worried look on his face turns into absolute dread and fear as he looks down, and it looks like he's trying to grab at something that is like chest level to him.
His vines are leaking.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, that's my turn.
Alright.
And I did not sustain the Needle of Vengeance, so that goes away.
Okay. And then everyone now, you hear him just like scream out as he's grabbing at this. Just hear him like blood curdling, like "Ah!"
He'll be fine.
Why you don't mess with dark magic users? bitch.
Briar.
I am just going to continue moving.
Alright.
Where am I?
Yeah, at this point you see Cortez and Ulu outside. They're both looking towards the house in battle stances.
Mm-hmm.
Ulu.
Can't hear you.
Oh, you
Now
you
we
can't hear me?
Now we can.
Okay. I'm gonna stride in.
Alright.
I'm gonna shut the door behind me.
Okay. So that is an
Interesting.
interact action, just so you know.
Okay. I'm gonna stab him.
Alright. He is flat-footed as you are flanking.
Ah! Oh yeah, look at this little flank. But yeah, I'm assuming this misses him anyways. So last time I rolled a 5, it did not. That is my turn.
How much was it?
The...
His AC has been lowered slightly.
What? Slightly. The... 17.
Oh, okay, that still does miss.
Okay.
Yeah, so you walk in, slam the door behind you, and you go to stab him. He is flailing around, not really looking at you, but the flailing does make it hard to hit him. Cortez.
Well, seeing the door close,
You
Sorry,
do
buddy.
kind of look off
I have
your
a
back
party.
and you see Briar running up at full speed.
Cortez will motion to Briar to like go towards the house, and then Cortez is gonna start walking towards this direction. He is going to intercept the other guy when he starts talking this way.
Okay. Yeah, and you can see as you come over, you don't see him like from your vantage point now, but on the top of the hill, you saw that he was beginning to turn down this alleyway.
That's all my movement though, so that's my turn.
So yeah, he will. As he comes around this corner, he does see you. Stops.
Cortez is just gonna nod very slowly. Merchant's business.
And you see he does have like weapons drawn, but as you say that, you seem very calm. He says, "Well, if it's all taken care of,
Cortez gives
my
a small
help is
shrug.
not needed." As he
Drinks tomorrow?
sounds delicious.
Awesome.
He says over his shoulder as he's now walking away.
Cortez will just turn back around.
As he's walking away, he does say, "Do make sure there's no loose ends."
I'm good for it, don't worry.
From inside, more shouting. He's lost all the afflictions, correct? At this point, the spell is ended.
Well, stunned one would go off, so he would lose one action this turn, and he would still be frightened
Stunned
one.
one, he cannot act.
Well, he can't. He loses one action. That's how stun works.
Yeah, because I can
okay.
stun with my
Oh,
gun,
yeah,
and it only gives stun one.
Which indicates how many total actions you lose.
Yes.
The first
Just
sentence of
lose one,
stun is
though.
you can't
I
act
know.
while stunned.
There's a big debate about that. Like, can he take reactions?
Yeah. Okay.
And some people say no. Some people say yes.
So he loses all afflictions, but he pretty much also loses one action because it's
He loses one action, and I think he still has one frightened.
Yeah, because he was at frightened too.
right.
He was at frightened 2. He lost frightened. He went down to frightened 1 last turn. So this is his last turn of being frightened and stunned.
Okay. So he has 2 actions, still frightened 1. He's looking at both of you, and he is going to run towards the door and open it.
And see his partner walking off.
Yeah, and he opens the door and catches the tail end of you guys talking, him kind of just waving at you, smiling, turning around. And just his face goes from, like, fear and, like, flash of anger, but then, like, hopelessness.
Cortez gives him a smile.
Alright. Brigand.
Alright. Try this again. And try needle dart.
Kill him real good.
I need to get rid of this spell.
Alright, 27.
27. That will hit.
Alright. $14 points of damage.
Okay. So all 3 of your needles just like spike him right up the spine. As he's pulling open the door, his back wrenches as he's still trying to move, but it's getting difficult for him.
Then for my last action. So is he? Oh yeah. As my last action, I'm going to evil eye him. So it's will save.
Okay. Uh, 26.
All right. Will he save? But I still used a hex, which makes my familiar ability go off. So he's gonna stay frightened 1.
Nope,
Okay.
it doesn't work on frightened.
Oh shit! Right, or sickened. Those other things. So yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Briar.
Bam.
Yeah, you're now close enough. You see the open door, and you see like the hands of the guy trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
But that's all 3 actions, so.
Yeah. Basically,
Hey,
it's your go.
Okie. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to grapple this guy one more time.
All right.
Is whoop 17.
17. This versus is for 2DC. So yeah, that still does fail.
It would be
Yikes.
so funny if, like, right when I get to the door and I see him, like, going out, I just see Ulu's arms wrap around him, like,
Yoink.
back in.
Okay. Well, now I'm just gonna try and stab him in the back.
Okay, this will be at your negative.
Yeah. The grapples count as an attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, heard. Ooh. That's a second. Can't math. Getting calculator. 31.
31 will hit.
Nice.
He's not flat-footed anymore, is he?
No. He's not flat-footed, he's just frightened one.
It's actually a 30. I don't know.
30
if
will
that-
still hit.
Okay, yay.
You guys are getting real close to critting him a lot.
Ah. 8 points damage.
Alright. So you slash him across the back, the 3 pins that Brigand sent out return to Brigand, and you like slash and connect the dots.
Okay.
Can't hear you, Pixie.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. Didn't change anything. Next attack. Or
You have one more action.
okay. I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna. Well, I guess I'll just try and hit him again. Why not?
Minus 10.
Minus 10. 0? Or strike that. 11?
11 will miss.
Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you try to do your, thaumaturge thing?
Yeah, it's because by the time it like works for me, you guys would be like here already, and deed would be done. I
But
don't
you can
know.
use, but you can only use like half of your things if you've done it.
Cortez.
It's better than an attack at
I
minus
do
10.
have line of sight, surprisingly, so I am gonna fire at him.
Okay. Do you?
I do. I literally made the line. It's like goes right over the wall and right next to the tree. So
Okay.
that will be really odd. Jeez. A 34.
34 will crit.
Sweet. So that will be. First. Unfortunate. That will only be 6 damage, but then he's going to get the 1d4 for the dazzled and flat-footed. So he'll be dazzled and flat-footed for 4 turns.
The 6s with it doubled.
That's like everything. Oh wait, no, sorry, 12. Yeah.
Okay. And then how much after that?
And then he, from the effect of the rifle itself, he is going to be dazzled and flat-footed for 4 rounds.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. And
Dazzled is 5% chance to miss.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Or
then
not
I'm
5%, but 25%.
gonna reload and then run up to the spot, and it'll be my turn.
All right. Yeah, as you strike him, you see the shocking go across him, and you see like his fingertips, the static going between him. His hair is now like burnt, and he's starting to smoke. He's looking bad.
Smoking's bad for you.
Yeah, don't do that.
As we finish this, we're just like, smoking kills.
Save the trees.
Only you can prevent forest fire. God damn it, I'm just getting here and he's running the other way.
Yeah, he comes out, sees you standing there, gets shot from the tree line, and he's trying to run this way now.
Okay, well, there's nothing I can do, so I'm going to stop chasing.
As he's running, he's just screaming, clawing at whatever's in his way to try to move around it, and he is just like fumbling over in himself to run. Brigand.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my 25 feet of movement to go outside the house.
Okay.
So where is he?
He is down here.
How much movement did I use? I think a little.
You
You
went
moved 16 so far.
Yeah. Oh. Like that. What's the number on that? I can't see.
60.
Oh shit. I only have 30. Oh no, needle darts is 60 feet. Alright, cool. I'll needle darts him again.
All right.
That's fine.
26.
Didn't you like blast them, Cortez?
That'll hit.
The needles are violent.
It's like being tased with my gun.
12.
12 points of damage.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Sweet. Just like a trio of needles at the base of his neck.
All right. So yeah, as you throw it out, he's just running, not even looking back, right at the base of his head, top of the neck, like just that soft spot. 3 darts simultaneously go through, and he just drops dead that second.
Alright, I'm gonna hurry over to the body while looking around to make sure there's no one, looking
Okay.
or disturbed.
Yeah, so I'll take you guys out of initiative. And make a perception check.
28.
28. You can see as, like, I guess you wouldn't see it, but you hear some people talking from the town, trying to see what's happening, but you don't see anyone yet, so no one has line of sight on you.
Alright, I'm gonna start dragging him over this way.
Okay.
Towards
Cortez
the-
is gonna, as he's dragging, walk up to the group.
Yeah, and this is when Briar actually reaches back up to the group and starts making sure everybody's okay.
Yeah. The little man got pretty close to getting into the house before we noticed him.
Yes, something along those lines. I believe it is best that we go calm the townsfolk, and then the other two make the loose end disappear.
And nod. But wait,
Uh,
there's one more fact here. He said he only wanted to take Brigand.
probably realize that Bergen was the one who gave him the skull.
What? No, I don't remember doing that.
You are here. Shut up.
In a corpse.
Can I attempt to what is it called? Do a medicine check on Paisley?
Sure. To
What is
heal
it
her up,
called? Yeah.
or there's battle medic, or
I don't have battle medic.
not
Is it just
cure
heal wounds? What is it?
I thought it was cure wounds, but it's not.
Cure wounds. What was fuck is it called? We skip 1 week and we forget how to play.
Treat wounds.
Treat wounds. I'm gonna attempt to treat wounds.
Baldur's Gate too, so
Okay.
it's so weird coming back to Pathfinder.
What's your proficiency in that?
Plus 10.
Plus 10, like
Oh,
train.
expert. Oh, I can use nature, so it's expert.
Okay, so you can either do a DC 20 or a DC 15. The DC 20 will be 2d8 plus 10, or the DC 15.
I'll just do
is
the DC 15.
2d8. Okay.
And do I have access to nature?
Yeah.
Then I gain a +2 circumstance bonus. Now what?
All right.
I'm gonna hero point it.
Okay.
Otherwise, Paisley takes damage.
Yeah.
That's 19.
19. Okay. So yeah, as you begin trying to treat the wound, Paisley, you regain 2d8 points.
Nice.
You gain 6 health back.
Oh, I'll take it.
So doesn't treat the majority of your wounds, but definitely the more
I
vital
just take
ones.
the time to make sure that she's not like mortally wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, you two go calm the townsfolk. I will help Brigand with what he's doing, what she's doing.
As we're walking, give me 1 second.
Yeah. As you guys are saying that, you are seeing some townsfolk starting to appear.
As they were doing the medicine check, I'm gonna tweak my appearance to look like animal slashes on my clothes.
Okay.
And then as we're walking back, it'll look like we got attacked by animals more so than anything.
Okay. Yeah, and you see some townfolk have like gathered right here and are like walking towards you guys. And
Cortez has his gun over his shoulder like he did just get out of a scuffle. But
mm-hmm. I guess these people will be up front. You see Talia. I don't believe either of you have met her.
don't think so, no.
She's the oh yeah, you guys haven't met her. So you see a small gnomish woman and Thorin step forward, and the Talia is just like, what's going on? We heard shouting and lightning.
Cortez grins.
Yeah. There were some deranged animals. My friend here used his
All reliable. He'll panic.
his lightning to take care of it. But they must have came out of the woods.
As you guys are saying this, Thorin steps forward. Yes, these are the adventurers that have been helping out with the animal mission that we've been having. And
Cortez gives a small nod.
Talia nods. Well, as long as no one else is hurt, no one else is hurt, correct?
Nothing too bad that we can't get fixed up ourselves.
I've had better days, but I'm well enough.
And
I have half of my health points gone.
And no Crimson Knight members showed up.
It was more of a matter that we had it handled. They didn't want to get their hands dirty for no reason.
Cortez. Yeah, it all happened so fast and all.
She nods. Well, Thorn, please reward them as necessary. I will tell the rest of the town, as they all are, I'm sure, going to ask questions. And as she says this, she turns around and starts telling the people behind her, and you start to see like more and more people. It seems like they're all very interested in what was happening.
My eyes turn to Thorn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and after a little bit,
Okay, who's the huge dude in the back? I gotta know.
most people step back. You have seen. This is one of the guards that
Oh.
at the guard station Thorn keeps with him.
No, gotcha. I was
He
like,
turns around
halfway?
and says, "Trag, go keep the people protected." As Trag just turns around.
As he
What a
does.
respectable man.
A man of few words, none even.
So, just taking care of the animal problem.
Cortez nods. They're very pesky.
I shrug.
I assume you've taken care of the animal in question. No one's going to find any dismembered raccoons on my doorstep.
That would be quite a messy experience. It is getting handled.
Yes, handled.
Nods. Well, your reward for the animal will come to you.
Cortez nods. Subtlety isn't your strong suit, I understand. And he starts walking away.
Yeah, we gotta not deal with that guy in public.
Cortez just nods.
All right, time to see how the spooky one is cleaning up.
Yes, this should be something they're good at, right? You can go over to them.
I grimace. With the graveyard and all, we'd hope.
Yes, you would think.
All right. While they were doing that, Brigand, how are you getting rid of the body?
So I'm dragging the body back where there's gonna be some privacy, and then I'm going to
Eat it?
use my.
Mm.
No, I'm not gonna eat it. So I'm gonna use my last
Don't
last level 3 spell to summon a ghast,
Okay.
and which is an undead creature. And it literally has an action that costs 1 action of consume flesh. So I'm gonna have him eat it.
What?
That is
Oh,
pretty
it all comes
spooky.
back to eating it.
I will say it eats a chunk of the
Yeah.
corpse.
It
And it
regains
can only
hit
do
points
that
from any given
once.
corpse once.
Well, I mean, not. I wasn't.
I'll say just for rule of cool, over time it can just like take small bites and chunks.
I guess it only says it can regen HP from any given corpse once. It can't. It could
Yeah.
just keep taking bites.
Yeah.
You can keep.
So
I mean,
yeah, you guys.
As you're summoning this thing and like giving it its instructions, I'm going to loot this guy.
Okay.
and my ghast lasts 1 minute. So I mean, in 1 minute, you would think it'd be able to consume the corpse.
A whole minute.
How
I mean,
fast can you consume a corpse, Levi?
It's
He's like, I've timed it.
No, no,
47 seconds.
Isn't undead known for consuming corpses? That's what ghasts are.
Okay. So.
It does say and constantly hungry.
Yeah.
Briar, you find the rapier, just a it is a +1 rapier.
1 second, guys. I'm gonna be in the bathroom.
There are 2 daggers left on them, a disguise kit, fine clothes, leather armor, and thieves' tools. And then, as you finish up looting, the gas goes to work on this guy first, just like eating it feet up.
He doesn't have any coin or anything on him. I guess they don't need it. 'Cause they just
Actually,
get everything.
he would. Yeah. Let me. He has 37 gold pieces on him.
Oh.
I'll say you don't need to. It does seem to be like a tucked away back pouch of his coat. Seemingly like trying to hide it.
Okay. Are any of his pieces like distinctly his? Like, or do any of them stand out? Probably like maybe the rapier.
Oh, like any items? I thought you meant like gold
Yeah.
pieces. I was like, oh.
No. Any of the items in general. Like,
Yeah, the item, the rapier does seem to be kind of like personalized to him.
Okay.
The rest of them seem to kind of just be items he has on him.
Okay. That's better, Kyle.
Oh yeah, that is a lot better.
Okay. I'm just going to keep that in mind and keep that hidden for the time being.
Okay.
Everything else, if it's just kind of like a mundane dagger, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, that's fine.
Okay. Cortez and Ulu, you guys show up as you see this like blue-skinned creature devouring the last bit of like neck, head, and like any remnants.
Cortez kind of gags. Right. Dealing with it. Great.
As Briar's walking back, he says, "It is only natural for one being to eat another."
Cortez looks at the creature. I don't think that's natural.
As you look at it and say that, it looks back at you guys. Large, like, jagged, poked teeth looking at you, hisses, and then disintegrates into shadow.
Cortez looks at Briar.
Now look,
Maybe
you
you're
scared it
right.
away.
I mean, if you think about it, if I just buried it, it could be found. But now it's been consumed, and the undead went back to its plane. It can't actually. There's no evidence.
Cortez gives a weak thumbs up. Yay.
Yeah. There is a bit of a gory scene right here, but
That's where the animal attacked us.
yeah, you can say whatever you'd like.
We could just cover that with dirt or something, yeah?
Tree.
Yeah. That was
Tree.
Oh, yeah, just put a tree right there.
Tree.
All right.
Like, why did trees just keep appearing around blood splattered?
Cortez just gives another thumbs up. Alright. Mission
Natural.
accomplished?
Wink, wink.
Yeah, I'm still a little hungry. Are we sure we don't want to kill someone else? I mean, it's still a little hungry.
Cortez blink.
Not crazy about this.
Just
Well-
fucking with you.
How about we don't kill anyone else today?
Did you guys smooth it over with the townsfolk?
Yes, we said it was animals.
I'm just gonna immediately.
Simple enough answer when they've already attacked the town. Probably won't work again though. They'll start getting suspicious.
We'll need a cleaner get next time.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting him to show up at our house trying to stab us. That was a...
Yeah,
Hey.
I saw him I saw him walk off to the side. I tried to intercept him, but by the time that I heard the commotion over here, I guess he had looped around and
He did seem like the sneaky sort, I suppose. Nonetheless, it's one less to deal with, and he seemed to be arguably the most volatile of them all. May that be a good thing or not that we got rid of him first.
and as I start like getting your attention, telling you guys to shush down as I see somebody approaching.
Yeah. You see the goblin Alden start approaching.
Oh, my best friend.
Your best friend. Cortez looks over and gives a nod to him. And what do we owe the pleasure?
Well, as I am the warden, I'm obligated to come out here, check around the area, just make sure that there's not any more animals coming around. I do appreciate all of you taking care of this issue.
Well, certainly. Would you like to take a walk with me? We can do
Yeah.
a little personal look.
If you don't mind joining, I
of
was just gonna
course.
go by myself, but I don't mind the company.
You never know, they might come back anyways. Cortez will kind of put his gun back on his shoulder and motion to walk.
Mm-hmm.
I follow just
Moral
Be-
support.
exactly, just extra. Make it seem like we are still worried about it.
Okay.
Cortez just kind of motions in the general area. They were kind of all over the place, a couple boars, and he'll kind of motion to his clothes where he kind of tore them up and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Managed to avoid getting myself gouged, thankfully.
Well, that's terrific. We've been having a bit of issue with these animals, and goes into talking about the information that you guys already know that they knew.
Cortez listens as interested as he can.
Yeah, he goes about scouting. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're with him?
No, not really. I mean, kind of like, quote unquote, pretend to point out different areas where the fight was happening and stuff like that, and then just kind of motion in the general direction of where they came and just play it off like that. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. So yeah, you
And-
guys do like some patrolling for another like 20 minutes.
I'm posted up over here, kind of continuing my watch until things fully settle down, or at least until they return. This is a heads up.
All right. Yeah. After 20 or so minutes, I don't know why this is. He's like, well, I'll call it there. Need to get back to sleep, but if there is any other threats, just let me know. I'll rush right over.
Cortez nods. You're a good man. I appreciate it.
And he kind of just, well, and takes his leave.
Okay. Did he seem almost disinterested as he was doing it, like looking around?
He seemed like he was obligated, but also probably didn't need to actually come and check it out.
Gotcha. Okay.
So a little bit of both.
Cool. And as he's far out of sight, Cortez will then look at the other two. Right. Well, I think I'm going to go back to sleep. Hopefully no one else shows up.
I look at Ulu. Still injured. I say that she can go back. I can cover her watch tonight.
I nod. I like do the old shoulder grab as I walk by him and just go to bed. Ba-da-bum.
Cortez collapses back in his corner.
Briar, I don't know. Did you already take a watch or no?
I did.
Okay.
I took my watch. I woke her up. That's when I went to leave.
Okay. You will have to either.
I'm assuming we're gonna take a couple days anyway to make sure
Okay.
that they're all healed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at 30
Yeah, I was
HP
gonna
at
say
this
you would
point.
you would have a late start to the next day if you wanted
Yeah.
to still.
Yeah. No, I'm willing to take that.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get a rest in. And the next day comes about. What are you guys up to?
I'm sleeping in.
Can I also sleep in?
Yeah.
And my entire party is sleeping, apparently. I don't know. Cortez wakes up.
Ah, bright.
Right.
Oh, uh-huh.
Well, sounding like, unless Brigand gets up, Cortez will be the only one getting up. And you'll kind of stretch, look at everyone. Make a
I
tisk
wave
noise
him
under
away.
breath.
Yeah.
I'm the one that usually sleeps in. Tisk tisk. And he just starts walking out. And he
You
did
just see me like laying in the sun.
Cortez looks up at the sun and then down to Briar and be like, right. Plants like. And he just keeps walking.
My feet are buried in the dirt.
Brian
As
just
he's like-
buries
as he's
himself
like-
up to the neck.
As he's had an earshot, he's like, I travel with really weird people recently. And he is going to go look for Zelfar.
Okay.
Because it was promised to get him a drink.
Yeah. And you see him. He's still
At
sitting
a
at
crisp 8 a.m.
actually.
But
You would not find him at the reward station.
okay. Is it two different people?
No, as of right now, there doesn't seem to be anyone at the reward station.
Uh-oh.
Cortez raises an eyebrow at that. And he'll then move up into like the actual reward station and peek in.
Okay. Yeah, and let's see. You peek in and you see Thorin. Instead of Treg, you see Driss as the bodyguard.
And then Cortez will just throw a finger over his shoulder to where the two sit and be like, I owed one of them a drink. You know where they at?
They came here earlier this morning at sunrise. There's 3 or 4 of them, and they all went back to the warehouse. They seem to be pretty secretive about why, but I can assume.
Cortez shrugs. Well, so be it then. I'll just kind of wait for them at the tavern. If you see Zelfar, tell him I'm over there, okay?
Will do.
Appreciate it. And he will, Cortez will just kind of chill there for an hour or two, kind of letting the time go by, see if he shows up or not, or any of them for that matter.
Okay. Okay.
While I'm sitting there, I am affixing my amulets for the day, by the way.
Okay. So yeah, while you sit at the tavern inn, after a bit of time, about like midday, so noon, you do see 3 of the Crimson Knights walk into the tavern, and Mirabelle kind of has like a few sacks of food and drink ready for them. Or not food,
Gotcha.
just drink.
Cortez will respectfully kind of shimmy to the side so they can grab their stuff.
So yeah, she has like a few barrels ready for them to take as they walk in. The Crimson Knights that you see are Gromzul, the orcish fellow that you've met before, Zelthar, and then one I don't believe you've seen before, or
think-
you have seen,
no.
but he's not.
It was like the first day, I think,
Yeah.
we saw them.
Yeah, the first day you saw him, but you haven't seen much of him.
Yeah, he was a little tongue to cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Cortez will, yeah, he'll move aside, briefly look at them, and then just mind his business kind of deal,
Okay.
since there's so many of them right now.
Yeah, and they go about grabbing the barrels. Seem to be pretty much all business. Like, just grab the barrels, look around, nod, and then take their leave. Zelthar's much more sly than Thorn is. Doesn't really
Absolutely.
look at you that much.
Perfect. That's all Cortez cares about. Just go
Yeah.
about. He will stay longer though, since Zelfar did see him there.
Okay. Alright. So while he waits there, what is everyone else doing? You guys just relaxing today, taking it easy, sleeping in, resting? Or are you guys doing anything?
I've
When
had
it
enough
comes
of that.
to Paisley or Ulu and Bregan, do they think they'd be able to get like rested and back up to Schnuff in a day?
I mean, I'm still down 10 hit points, but I have everything
I'm
else
trying to
is
say it in a way that's not
Alright,
just 10
I'm
hit
still-
points.
All right, fine. I'm still slightly damaged, but I am feeling invigorated, and my spells have all come back to me. Or
My eyes
patron
are
has.
like dark. I'm like slumped over.
Paisley, did you
Morning.
regain your resting hit points?
Oh, I did not. How much is that again?
Is-
You
Constitution modifier times level.
Yeah.
Constitution modifier times level.
So you're level
Oh.
So
5.
2 plus 5, so 7 HP.
Is that times? How do you get 7 by times?
Oh,
something?
I just added.
Times not plus.
My bad. My
So
bad.
10.
Oh, I miscalculated. I basically have a small cut somewhere, and I'm good. I thought it was only 2. Stuff by stuff.
I'm still having a hard time.
Okay, so it'll probably take like another day before we're like
Yeah.
rested.
Ulu, if you wanted to like take the full day to rest, you could do double that.
Okay. I might do that and then just be.
Yeah, but it's pretty much like a full day off. You are in bed. If you wanted to do that.
I yelled at Brigand, or to Briar, "Don't wake me!" And I just like cover myself up with my cloak. Grouchy Ulu.
If we
Then,
did want to,
Go ahead.
if we did want to do something today, I have my, I can restore her some with my blood, but it's you can only do it once a day type thing.
My lips curl.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Which means I cut myself and envenomate it a little bit, and it'll heal you. Some.
Gross. But
I mean, it works.
acceptable. With that, if you did that, I would still probably need the full day,
Alright, okay.
just for reference.
Then I'll do
I'm
it
going
anyway.
to take today to start on an herbalist thing.
Okay.
Restore 10 hit points.
Alright, so Briar, you're taking one of the, is it a 2-day thing, or do you have like the...
I have the formula for it. It's for a lesser soothing tonic.
Okay, so today you just set that up, get all your stuff ready to make it.
Yeah.
Alright. And then, Brigand, are you doing anything?
Excellent question. No, I'm just resting.
Okay. Then, Cortez. As you wait there, it does get to be later afternoon. It is SAS, which makes sense why they were picking up provisions, because you were told at the meeting that on SAS they pick up provisions for drinks and food, and then at the end of the day they all go to the inn and get blackout drunk, and during that time there's only one person posted at the reward station.
Gotcha.
But
How far away is it from them all showing up?
it isn't the end of the day yet. So like around like 4 or 5, you see Zelthar make his way into the inn, and he sits down and gets himself a drink.
And then Cortez will pay for that accordingly, and then order himself one as well.
Well,
Hard day of work?
hard week. I got all the shifts this last week, but not today.
Is that what I'm thinking is going to be? Good drinking, yes?
Yes.
That's well
Looks-
to hear.
looks
that's
at
well to
you.
hear.
Probably not the best idea for anyone else to be in here tonight.
Cortez nods. Best to let you all enjoy your night, I assume.
Yes, best.
I have good news for you. As of yesterday, I believe it's we should start looking to do some drafting of a letter. How does that sound?
That sounds terrific.
Is there if you could start kind of laying down your skills for me, I will then do all of the fancy, writing merchants are, and I will get that sent as soon as possible for you.
Terrific. I will have to tell you that, as writing is not one of my skill sets.
Cortez nods. Oh, of course. Would that be something you would be interested in learning at the Merchants Guild?
Let's see. Oops, I rolled 2. Kind of looks at you, squints his eyes a little bit. I was under the impression that this might be a more easy job for me. I don't particularly find learning to be
Enjoyable.
easy.
Of course. And there's nothing wrong with that. It was simply an offer. I am trying to ensure that you get the most out of this deal, just as I would. I am all about evenness, yes?
I'll drink to that, and he starts
Cortez.
chugging his drink.
Cortez chugs his drink too. I did affix a specific amulet. Let me pull it up for this very specific scenario. It is Fulu of the Stoic Ox. Basically, I just automatically. Oh wait, no, it's not that way. It's basically I automatically pass my drinking save.
Nice.
So.
Amazing. So
I
yeah,
will activate that.
as he finishes his, you see like the slight reddish hue begin picking up under his eyes.
Perfect. And then Cortez will pull out a piece of paper and a quill and kind of motion. Well, tell me all about yourself.
Yeah, Kyle, come on, give us personality traits and aspirations and goals and
He pulls out
his
a
learned level.
long sword and says, "My main weapon would be this long sword."
It's quite nice.
Why, thank you. It's nothing special. I could pick up any long sword. But he gives like a stance, and even though he is drunk, and it's kind of silly to do stances, but
He's
he
real
is
proud.
very trained, as you can tell. He also
So would you... Oh,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
he pulls out a longbow next, and he's just like, "I'm also very good with this." Pulls it back, shoots, barely even looking, shoots a glass off of one of the tables.
Cortez lets out a whistle. That was a mighty fine shot.
Well, thank you. Some of my other abilities are of the magical.
Magical, I would have never guessed. That is quite a valuable asset at the Merchants Guild.
Yes, I wouldn't say my repertoire is large, but and he like kind of points over to the other side of the room, and you can see just darkness appear. Some things I can just do when I would like. And then he kind of flicks his wrist again, and you can see across the room kind of like wisps of fire, not like actual fire that would light anything, but more like oh, what are those? Lightning bugs?
Okay, sort of almost like fairy fire.
Yeah, it's fairy fire.
Gotcha.
I can darken an area, make it so people can't hide in an area. I can light up an area and cast dancing lights.
Cortez nods. He's like writing all of this down, very official-like.
With my bow, some of my special skills would be this, and pulls back again and shoots 2 arrows, hitting 2 different targets. Or I guess no, they both hit the same target, and kind of like pierce it, and then pierce it against the wall. And then with his sword, he still has out. He steps and strikes a chair, and it seems like he's kind of just like destroying random things at this point. But you can see that the main skills he has is sword and bow. Special skills would be magic. With the bow, he can shoot twice, pretty much, when someone would only be able to shoot once, and he can move and slash with his sword efficiently.
Gotcha. So Cortez will kind of like scribble down more of like setting him to like caravan duty, but then like Cortez will write like a fancier name that was within the city, like he's gonna go serve like an easy shift almost, and then he'll kind of flip it around and show him. How does that sound? This is one of the easier routes, very little work, you know, you don't have to do a lot. Maybe a goblin or 2, but nothing crazy.
As long as the pay is high.
Really high. They're very influential, actually. I believe they're pulling in, well, just say a fair amount. It's not polite to always talk about, all of that.
Of course.
But those silken sheets would be yours within only a few months.
Speaking of time, when would this be happening?
Well, it takes time to get information across. I am going to be able to get approval, but I still have to get it, if that makes sense. Cortez kind of taps the table. What is the quickest you would like? And I can try to work around that.
He looks around. As soon as you could make it happen, I could be gone, but I will need some heads up. Maybe I go on a shift or 2 and disappear.
There is always another means to make the task a bit easier to get you approved as well. I mean, as you know, I have my fingers within the part of the guild, and I can't imagine they would say no if a tussle were to happen with an unknown force and you were to step in and show your prowess. Cortez kind of raises an eyebrow and puts a coin down for 2 more drinks.
Yeah, and as you do, Mirabelle, kind of seeing what you're doing, quickly gets drinks and puts it in front of you guys and steps away as to make it appear like she's not listening.
Right.
And he drinks the drink fairly quickly, not chugging it. Says, well, and if an opportunity were to arise like that, I could potentially leave pretty soon. How soon would an opportunity like that arise?
A week's time, so not too long. Enough time to ensure that circumstances meet both the requirements we need. and then from there I will send a letter, and it will be little of need for acceptance and more of me saying, you helped me out, you're going to help you out. You get what I'm saying?
Roll an insight check.
I'm going to use my hero point.
All right.
Alright, it's definitely better at least. So with that, that would be a 19.
19. He's starting to get lost in the conversation, but he's still kind of like nodding along, like, yeah, that sounds good.
Cortez smiles. The more you help me out, the more I'm going to help you out.
That sounds like a deal.
Cortez nods. And he'll order a bottle of the finest wine and put it down.
Okay.
And be like, that's for your drinking tonight. I will begin to draft up the official letter, and within the week's time it will be sent once all's said and done.
Terrific. Now, I think with that, you should probably get out of here pretty soon.
Yep, Cortez nods. And he is already kind of shifting away. Gold's been paid for, wine, all that. And he'd be like, well, I'll see you soon.
And you
And
can
he
see
will-
as you leave, he's uncorking the fine drink that you bought and started drinking it himself.
Gonna get drunk. Sweet.
This New Year's.
To the new year!
Yeah.
Cortez
Even
like,
though it's
yeah.
only the second month in the campaign.
Shh, technicalities. Yeah, and that will be it for me. I guess Cortez will start making his way back to the house. Doesn't know where everyone is, so.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do this day? Because it is still pretty... I mean, I guess at that point it's like 5 or so.
He did hang around there a long time to make sure he could meet with him, so.
Yeah.
What's the talk of the town sound like as I'm walking, I guess, is the only other thing Cortez will do specifically. What is everyone talking about?
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh, it did roll. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm really thinking about that conversation, I guess.
Yeah, you're thinking about the conversation, you're a little lost. You start trying to listen around, but by the time you think about it, you're already past where most of the people live.
Absolutely fair, yeah.
But, yeah, it seems questionable. You don't really know if people are talking about it or not.
Sounds good. I guess at that point, then, yeah, I'll get back to the house, and then to see everyone sleeping.
You see, when you get back to the house, you see Briar's out front, and you see like he has like his alchemical stuff laid out in front of him. I probably would have made like a rudimentary like wooden log for me to put stuff on.
Okay.
So just like created a crappy wooden table. And then as he gets up, I go, you might want to leave them be. They are resting the wounds.
Just like my scaly fingers poke out. It's like a purple mound with my cloak, and I'm like, go. Sheesh. Go away.
Cortez scratches the back of his head and nods.
I point to the stuff, and I ask, would you give me a hand?
Cortez nods, and he'll kind of like do like the half crouch kind of thing and start assisting.
And as we're going, I'm just like talking to him about like different medicinal plants and the properties of different things and how I can use them in different ways. And
Heck yeah, and he'll listen along. Cortez doesn't have a lot to add, but he'll add his own little bit of alchemical knowledge to that.
Awesome.
we both have cooperative crafting. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I will say, Cortez, as you pass by, you do notice one of the other Crimson Knights are out front now.
I don't know them either.
Yeah, I don't believe you've had any like direct connection with this person. Let's see. I want to make sure I tell you the right things. they look fairly similarly dressed to Zelthar, with like
Interesting.
a sword and bow, but they aren't like as heavily armored. And as you look a bit closer, you see like it's not a sword; it's a rapier, and it's not like the long bow that Zelthar had; it's a short bow.
Interesting.
So.
Okay. Yeah, you'll make mental notes of that, and obviously not disrupt them or anything. But...
Okay.
Then as we're going through and talking about the crafting that we're doing here, I double check to make sure that nobody's walking around at this specific time. And as I start talking to Cortez, I'm like, so we still have the equipment from that fellow from last night.
Cortez just kind of briefly look up, nod slightly. Yes, it's best we remove evidence of everything. There's going to be a point where the occupants are starting to get more nosy. I assume we have a few more days, but the sooner we get rid of it, the better.
The only thing that really stands out from what I found on him was his rapier. I have that hidden away for the time being, but we should dispose of it or have it hidden away sooner than later.
Cortez nods. Would you be able to create a spot within the ground to hide it in, perhaps, and then cover it up?
Working with the earth isn't my specialty, but I guess as well as anyone else could.
Cortez nods. Fair enough, fair enough. I thought maybe, it was all connected, but just...
I have an idea.
Hey.
I... one second. I have the little log that I'm working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's just like... Hold on, I'm placing it down right now. Like I just like create a log, right? I want to use my base kinesis to open a slit inside of the log,
Okay.
put the rapier inside of it, and close that slit.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. So as you're working, you kind of just take it out, put it, directly into the log, close it up. If someone was like really looking for it, they could see like, there's a difference in the bark.
Right.
But I mean, unless you were like already knew it was there, probably wouldn't see it.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna put this off to the side because it doesn't make sense there. I'm gonna have it like here, and then I'll just be working off to the side.
Okay.
But yeah, but so I say this should work at least for the time being. If we come up with a better plan, we know where it is.
I think for now that will do. Good thinking, good thinking.
And then I just continue working on
Yep.
my crafts.
Cortez will do the cursory glance around too. The fellow Zelfa, you've seen him a few times, and Cortez will describe him.
Is that the one that you were just?
That was the one that you had seen Cortez walk up to, nod to, and he just walked
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. As I approached, you were dealing with that guy as this,
Yeah.
and he walked away.
He is becoming to see the light that there are better opportunities than here.
Briar
And-
nods.
With some more pushing and a few more drinks, Cortez kind of grimaces. I can only imagine that he'll be fully sold into his new future. And there's a small quotation within Cortez's fingers as he's working.
His new future.
Ultimately, I plan to send a letter once he departs this town to my guild and the city itself to arrest him proclaiming all of the atrocities he committed here. But for now, he doesn't need to know that.
Is there any ways that I can be of assistance?
I think a matter of just him working with me is the best. Too many things happening, he gets confused.
Okay. Does he seem to be motivated by the opportunity, by
Opportunity, ease. The ease of opportunity is probably the most accurate. He wants lots of gold and coin for little effort, and so that is what I've promised him.
When you say that, Briar reaches into his pouch and he just pulls out like a handful. Let's go random number generator. And he hands you 39 gold pieces.
Okay, Cortez just takes it with a raise of an eyebrow. You, thanks?
If he is gold orientated, you may have to spend some, and these are the funds that we have gathered.
He does not. Very good. I have definitely haven't spent a fortune on wine, but he likes the top bottle stuff. Consider it part of the convincing of him of his new luxurious life.
Ah, yes, the fermented berries that you all enjoy partaking in.
There is a particular taste to it. Maybe you'll open up to it soon.
I just like create a berry in my hand. These seem good enough for me.
Cortez just shrugs. I think you're missing out. Do you want us to roll for anything? Because are you working on something that's actually specific, Briar?
I'm doing my first day setup, so I don't have to roll until after the next day.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was just role playing the cooperative crafting stuff. So the day, it's because it's a formula that I have. It's just one day to get all the prep work. Oh, Kyle, can I reduce the upfront cost because I'm using natural stuff by maybe like a foraging check or something?
Sure. What is the thing that you're doing again?
I am creating a soothing tonic, and if I use my natural medicine and
Are you doing lesser or moderate?
lesser.
Okay.
But it says you're adept at collecting the right natural cures and all sorts of from environments and preparing them properly. And then I'm able to use my nature skill instead of any kind of instead of crafting check. But my crafting and nature skills are the same.
Yeah, I would say
They're both +10.
that would probably be part of the after you've done the setup and you're doing the second 50%.
Okay. Oh, so I can do it instead of the earned income. I can use nature for it.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, then I finish up my with the rest of the day. I finish up my prep for these
So
reagents and everything.
yeah, by the end of the day, you have pretty much everything
I'm
set
also-
up on this log, and from then on, you would just need to put everything together.
I'm also going to give both Paisley and Levi one minor elixir of life for when they wake up.
Okay.
They have medicine next to them.
Sweet.
Because I get free ones of those every day.
Yeah.
I just spit in some mud, push it down into a little vial. They don't see that part, though.
Yeah.
No. Only Cortez does, but he doesn't say anything. Builds character.
Builds character.
Hey.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything else for the remainder of the day? It's now late in the day.
So this is the time where everyone would be inside the inn, right?
Yeah, you haven't checked it out, but you would assume probably.
Cool. Cortez is gonna look over to Briar. I am going to look into the warehouse for a moment. They're all very occupied, sloshing their drinks about in the inn. I want to see something.
I stand up. I've probably done like a day's worth of work on this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I stand up and I say, I will accompany you.
Yeah, technically, when
It's-
something says a day, it's 8 hours.
8 hours of work on it. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Mm-hmm.
Cortez nods. Well, off we go then. And we'll start walking in that direction. Cortez will make a point of not walking past the inn, but getting close enough to hear if there's revelry happening inside or not.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Feeling very perceptive.
So yeah, as you walk past the inn, not-
Perceived nerds.
you do hear like crashing and banging inside, and then like some cheers go up. So
Perfect.
you assume it's probably them.
With that, Cortez will motion to kind of walk this way instead to avoid passing by. And then through roundabout of weaving through the houses and stuff, we'll get closer to the warehouse.
And as we're getting close to it, I'm just gonna be talking about how, oh yeah, this house that's just up ahead is one that we should be starting to fix up. And as I point out this house right here,
Okay.
Mhm.
Cortez will nod. That sounds
so-
well enough.
I'm going to be working on this once we have some free time, and we are free to stay there.
Gives
if
an
you-
approving nod. How hard do you think it would be to get it fixed up?
Well, I don't have to worry about gathering the lumber or working the lumber, so that's going to cut down on a lot of the time. It's just how quickly we're able to actually put it together. If you are available, I would like your assistance as well.
Cortez nods. Well, let me go take a look and see what we're working with. And as we're walking by,
I'm
Cortez
not sure
will-
if woodworking is in your forte, but I can show you the ropes.
he chuffs in amusement a little bit, and he is peering into the window as they're walking
Mhm.
by, just briefly.
Since you
Not
did,
making it obvious, but
yeah, since you rolled critically last time, I'll just say, you do not hear any noise coming through the window, and nothing like shadows moving that would indicate movement from inside.
okay. Cortez will clear his throat and obviously show that he wants to go around, but continues to walk up to the house for now.
Okay.
And that was mainly for Briar's notion for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You'll kind of walk into the house and look around a bit. Okay. Well, it definitely needs some work on the roof there, and he waves his hand around, very drafty.
Ulu did say it was had excellent airflow.
I was about
Yes.
to say, I like toss in my sleep. Aerated airflow. Yeah.
Cortez nods. Well, with your abilities and I'm sure a little research, we could get this fixed up well enough, and we could stop sleeping in the graveyard, which would be great.
Brigand might have a issue with that.
Okay, well, the great spooky one can continue to stay in their graveyard shack, and I will sleep within the city.
Like a civilized human being.
Excuse me, my graveyard shack is much better than your stupid city living.
Shut up, you're sleeping.
No, I'm
I'm
there with
sorry.
Cortex.
In his sleep, he's like, stupid
Little
city
liberty.
slickers. Just outside, people like, aerated city slickers? What?
And with that, Cortez is going to give a small wink to Briar and then use a snap leaf and turn invisible.
I'm going to keep talking as if I'm talking to Cortez,
Mm-hmm.
telling him the plans on how to fix this place up, and
Perfect. And then
All
with
right.
that, Cortez will start stealthing just in case and kind of move up along this window side like he had before.
All right.
You want me to roll stealth?
Roll stealth and let's see. Invisible. Automatically undetected to any creature relying on sight as their only precise sense.
Oh, that's
Precise-
very good.
Precise senses other than sight ignore the invisible condition.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's a cool way to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use seek basic action to attempt to figure out an invisible creature's location, making it instead only hidden from you. This lasts until the invisible creature successfully uses sneak to become undetected again. If you're already observing a creature when it becomes invisible, it starts out hidden, since you know where it has become invisible, though it can sneak to become undetected.
That's cool.
Well-
That's a cool way to do it.
Yeah,
I did
so,
roll a 23, so.
Yeah, so pretty much when you take a stealth action, you are just automatically undetected by people.
That's dope. And then with that, he will peek into the window.
Yeah. As you look through the window, it appears empty.
What are the windows made out of?
I always say it's like kind of like glass with like the wood outline and then like a latch on the inside.
So not super secure. Okay.
Yeah, it's not super secure, but secure enough that if someone were to break in, it would be possible, but very visible.
Okay. And Cortez will kind of step back from there. And how secure does the roof look? Like, obviously on this, it looks pretty well put together, but like,
Yeah, this is one of the actually built buildings. It doesn't seem to be like built off of a crumbly building.
Okay.
So it,
build in one sentence.
so it does look pretty secure
okay.
on the roof, at least.
And otherwise, there's no like. Nah, it looks. Cortez will do a full circle, just because out of
Mhm.
the principle of it.
Yeah, there's
And
the
then-
side window. There's a window, like behind these boxes.
Okay.
Um,
Is there anything underneath the boxes, just as a redundancy?
You move the boxes aside.
Just enough, yeah. Since someone's in there right now, he will.
As you move the boxes aside, you don't see any, like, anything under the boxes, but you do see that the window has already been broken and covered up with a box.
Okay. Cortez will just move it back the way it was, and kind of keep that in mind, and keep walking.
Okay.
And then he will step up here. He's not going to open the door, but he is
Mhm.
going to crouch down and kind of inspect it. What type of lock is it?
It seems like a pretty simple lock, with, like, according to just the rest of the doors, doesn't seem to be anything super intricate.
Okay. And is there... How long would it take to determine if it was magical? 10 minutes?
I believe so.
Like if there was like a trap on it, that kind of like quality or anything?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see specifically. Actions. I actually don't know. But we'll say about 10 minutes.
Okay. Cortez will walk back because his invisibility is gonna wear off here soon, anyways. And in between whatever he's saying, Cortez will be like, "That's very interesting. I think this is all quite possible." As he kind of chimes in and breaks the invisibility inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll kind of just lower his voice for a moment. There's no one in there right now.
Actually, to look for a trap, it's just the seek action.
Oh, okay. I would have done that then, right
Okay.
before I left.
So it doesn't actually take that long to
Okay,
determine if
cool.
there's a trap.
That's a door.
So
Shame
yeah,
I was late. Damn it.
You have no idea if it's trapped or not, but that does save you time.
Okay. And then with that, yeah. Cortez will kind of relay everything he learned. He'll talk about the broken window in the back, which could be something we could use in the future. I'm pretty sure my character is confident, even with that one, that it's not trapped. Probably. So he's going to confidently say it's not trapped, even
Yeah.
though he has no idea.
You are confident that you did not see any traps.
And then with that, he will just give a shrug. I think that's everything I can learn without going in.
Did you want to go in?
Well, it's not trapped, and the window is in the back. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to do a quick little look in. Do you want to stand watch, or do you want to go in?
I can stand watch.
Cortez nods. It's in the back, like I said, so. And with that, they'll kind of go around this back area.
Is so this window's broken?
Yeah, it's like from where you guys are looking, the left side is not broken, but the box seemed to be like hiding the right pane that is like shattered.
Okay. As we're walking past this one, there's something I would like to try.
Okay.
Well, first thing I want to look, the latch that's holding the window closed. What is that made out of?
It is metal.
Ah, it's metal. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, then I am going to make my way over to here.
Okay. You're
Okay.
standing in the shadow of that tree.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like go lean up against the tree,
Okay.
kind of like I'm just like relaxing in the trees.
All right.
And then with that, Cortez will kind of get himself up on the box, move that one just enough that he can put it back is the key factor, and then slip inside.
All right. Make an acrobatics check. I believe that's acrobatics to see. You're totally fine. Just because around the window is still covered in like shards of glass.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna
yeah.
try to hide in this tree. That one was a bit too far away.
Okay. But yeah, you slip in with ease.
I am
Briar,
still stealthing. Do you want me to roll for that too again? Or
if you're not invisible anymore, then yes. I'll have you both roll stealth.
okay. That will be a 31 for me.
Okay. Yeah.
19 for me.
Okay. Yeah. For Cortez, it's to actually be unseen. For Briar, it's more to just seem not like
Suspicious.
What, a plant person hanging out in the sun with a tree?
Yeah, it's pretty sus.
Yeah, fair.
But Cortez, you come in, and inside this room you see, like a few barrels full of wine, and like, off to the side you see a bigger contraption right here. Without investigating it, you don't really know what it does.
Okay.
A lot of like wine glasses and other wine bottles here, 3 barrels, and then over here is that desk that has like a drink and some food on it, but mostly is for the bell lady that you see sitting there.
Is there any paperwork on there currently? I am good.
Yeah, I'll say there's paperwork.
All right. Cortez will walk forward and kind of check it out,
Okay.
leaning over it a little bit. He is still keeping an ear out, obviously, just in case. But
I am going to I'm gonna be walking like around to these other buildings.
Okay.
So I'm not just like standing here. But I come over here and I look like I'm like looking at this building to maybe fix up, and then I do the same thing to there and then there. Just so I'm like moving around the place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna like, keep going back and forth between this area.
Okay. The note's not that terribly big, but you do see a few notes on the table.
okay. Cortez will do a scan over it, see what they say, if there's anything interesting.
So one of them, just making sure. I need to look up something real quick. Okay. One of them does say, report needed. and it goes into like detail of what they're looking for, and it's are things going smoothly? What issues are you having?
So like almost an outside organization from what's happening in here.
Yes. And at the end, you see it signed by Thurifreer.
I do not know how to spell that.
Thurifrier.
That's a fucking hell of a name. Okay.
Roll an intelligence check.
Just
or
raw
a history
intelligence. Would that be society, or?
Oh yeah, because it's not history.
Right.
No, just roll an intelligence check.
So that's just a raw roll with my plus on intelligence. So that would be a 17 then.
Okay.
It's not stupid.
You've
thankfully.
seen the same before.
I have.
Yeah, it's
Duh.
it is on the note that you took off of the notice board the first day you arrived. You removed a wanted poster for Thurifreer.
Yes, that is right. I do remember that.
And if you look at the note, it is Thurifreer, 500 gold, and then it's a picture of a person with like long hair. It seems lightly colored, even though it is black and white. And they seem to be a mix of elven and orc.
Very interesting. Okay.
But it's pretty much Thurifreer asking for a report of the town.
Okay.
And then
Noted.
the other notes that are on the desk seem to be a few copies of the same report, slightly different each time. Like it seems like they are making like first draft, second draft, third draft of this report.
Okay. That is good to know, and that's just kind of the TLDR for that then.
Yeah.
Okay. Cortez will back away after he's read it thoroughly, and then he is going to do a rudimentary search for like a underground area of this, like a hatch again,
Okay. Roll seek.
because there is no sleeping up here, like beds and stuff.
Mhm.
Ah, shit, that sucks. That's only a 12, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're looking around. It doesn't seem like there's a lot to see.
Okay.
You don't
I
find
will-
any
I-
hatches or
I
anything.
feel like it's still fair for Cortez to be suspicious, even if he can't find anything. But
Mhm.
he will, like, just kind of. Once he'll kind of walk up here, and then he'll get back up on these boxes. He will take a moment to look at this thing in the corner.
Okay. As you look at it, just looking at it, you can tell what it is. It looks like the bottom has like ice, and it looks like it keeps their drinks cool.
Gotcha. Okay. For the most part, it just looks like mainly a food storage for like up here, and then their hangout spot on the other. So,
Mm-hmm.
on that, Cortez will slip out because he doesn't want to waste too much time and get caught,
Okay.
and he will put that box back in place and jump back down.
You see, Briar's no longer there.
Fuck, Briar. Nah, we'll go look for Briar though, in whatever part of the walk he's doing right now. And he'll give us.
Yes, I was just trying to decide which of these destroyed buildings would be best for us to fix up.
Well, that one is certainly way too crumbled. I feel
This
like
one would
that's a
take
headache.
the most work, but look at the ground space.
I mean, we could definitely shove the spooky one in like a room by themselves. That could be good.
There's a fireplace.
Are you suggesting we shove the spooky one in a fireplace?
Possibly.
Very
Boy.
concerning, Briar.
This one looks like it used to have a second story.
We could
which
shove
doesn't make
them-
sense because of the roof. I don't know what this staircase would have been here for.
Perhaps a wizard had it and it was magical.
Oh, yeah.
Spooky.
Yes. The one we've already seen, and this one over here does need far more work, but it is quite a bit bigger than that other
It
one.
looks like we could get maybe 2 rooms out of it, and a kind of peeks in, like he's acting like he actually knows what he's talking about. A dining room.
A dining room. Is that what they're called?
Cortez nods. Yes, this one isn't too bad either. And I feel like, comparatively, other than a bit bigger, it would take the same amount of resources, almost. This is always a possibility, too. We'll have to ask the others.
Let us go.
Cortez
And then
nods and just
as we
follows.
start walking, I actually start asking, like, were you able to find anything?
Yeah, Cortez will kind of just relay what was on the note information, and since he does have the bounty poster, he'll pull it out and correlate that name to what he says
What
from the
did
note.
the bounty poster say?
Let's see if I have the exact notes. No, I literally only have wanted poster with the dude's name and the reward. I think that's really all it was. I don't think it said what he was being hunted for.
It was pretty basic information, but I'll just say, since you guys have been here for a bit, all of the missions seem to be pretty basic, and then you get more information from Thorin.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be unnatural for them to not put all of the information about it just on the board.
Cortez will look. This may be, depending on the deeper connections of this, worth having another meeting. I feel like this might complicate things.
Oh, most definitely.
We'll have to show the others and talk to them, unless they're sleeping all night. Are they going to sleep all day? Is that?
Their injuries were severe.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe a little jog could help. Jogging is always good.
Oh
I
no,
mean-
you're one of those guys.
I mean, come on, one day.
And
What
we
were
will
you,
just make.
stabbed?
Knock it off. Yeah. When they do return, can I make it like a little campfire in the graveyard or something? Cooking like a snack.
What are you cooking for us in the graveyard?
I can't wait.
Like meat or something.
I just dug
Yeah.
something up.
Yeah, I was
little
about to say
snack.
there's an abundance of meat over in the graveyard over there.
Would you
like
guys like some
graveyard.
unspecified meat?
Oh,
Yeah, no. It's stuff. It's like some sort of like salted meats that I just have like propped on a stick smoking.
Okay.
a likely story.
May I have a campfire?
Meat.
I'm wearing my cloak is like untucked, so it's like wrapped around me, but not in a cloaky way, like a blanky looking kind of way.
Wait,
Okay.
Very, very comfy.
Yeah. I look at them with squinting. I hold up the potion that was next to me and I'm like,
meat?
put it I put it in one of the pouches at my side just to kind of acknowledge that I've received gift. Appreciated.
You might want to, wait, did you say that you drank it already, or are you saving it?
Saving it.
They will turn into just a pile of mud at the end of the day.
Oh, shoot. And I know that.
They're ones that I've given you guys before and told you previously.
Okay. I say thanks. And I like hop off and drink it.
Yeah, they are Elixirs of Life miners. They are 1d6 plus 1. 1d6 plus 1 healing. Nice.
Whoa. 7 points. I'm looking good.
Yeah, and then since you rested for the whole day, I will give you the additional 10 from doubling your Constitution plus level.
Nice.
So healthy.
I am good except for 2 HP now. Okay.
Levi, you also had one of those.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Cortez will kind of give a long yawn leaning against the the stone wall. What I would have done to sleep all day.
I know, it's
Choice
very
was
relaxing.
yours, so I pinch a chunk of meat off him.
Yes, but business is always moving, just as one should be.
I plop back down on the ground.
Oh, goodness. Well, it was a fruitful day, and the not so
I like how
obvious
Ulu's the
ways.
only one in the graveyard. Everybody else is like on
Yeah,
this
we're
side
all
of the
just
fence.
watching.
I'm like, well, come on, then, tell me about your daily trials.
Cortez looks over the stone wall at the two graves that are in front of the fire. Yes, looks very cozy. Wow.
Or sit on a gravestone.
Oh, yes. Is that not like disgracing the dead?
Has
I mean,
this still not worn off on you yet?
I
We
just find it really weird, Zod.
I mean, I don't get the whole disgracing the dead thing. It's not like their souls are bound to their remains or anything. It's already departed. It's just, a bag of meat.
Brigand, roll
Probably the
a
demon.
religion check.
Never said.
Oh.
Get smited.
Religion. Oh. Apparently, I may be totally wrong. Oh, 3. Let's see here. What is it?
Get smited even harder.
6.
How much?
6.
You are free to think whatever you would like.
Yeah, totally how all that worked.
Well,
Anytime the body is not used to its fullest potential is a disgrace.
okay. And Cortez will kind of sit up on the stone wall,
A lot of
scratch the
strong
back of his
opinions
head.
here. Yeah.
I mean,
What do you
if I-
think? No, he's looking right at Ulu now.
Me? We're fucked.
Right. But is what the spooky one doing right now is disgraceful to the dead or not?
I think the dead. I guess it depends on the guy.
I look at the gravestone, like contemplating whether or not it was a nice dead guy or like a forgiving dead guy, or if they're like an Oni
Gerald,
gonna
loving
lose
father, husband, and child.
Protector of the town.
Protector of the town, died saving 3 people from fire.
Holy shit.
I like
Horrible
contemplate
person.
that, and I'm like, I think he'd be cool with it.
Cortez just gives like a very concerned look, like, oh, well, I agree to disagree.
Though the question becomes, wildly it is seen as disgraceful or disrespectful to the dead to raise, animate said dead. But if this dude's headstone, who I'm sitting on, like if I raised it because the town was being attacked to protect the town, would it be disgraceful or would it be helpful?
Is that what you're doing right now?
Animating him?
Animating him to protect the town?
No, I'm just sitting on his gravestone.
I feel like the act of ripping him from his resting spot to do acts that he has already done in his living life would be wrong.
No. It's not using the soul. It's just using the body. It's animate dead, not resurrect the dead or whatever.
I feel like his spirit would have like shown up by now if he would have hated this. Saying.
Yeah. My magic dredges up a corpse or skeleton and fills it with necromantic life. I don't touch the soul. At least not this spell.
I have concerns, but I'm not a religious man
We're
in
going on
that
this
way.
adventure to avenge your dead brother. You have my sword. You have my bow. You have your brother.
I love that meme.
I do too.
That'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm
I
like-
do that now.
I don't know if I'm necessarily religious, but healthy bit of fear and balance, I suppose. But just saying, if he was a prude, he'd already be here. Like looking at Gerald's father
Just
hero.
I mean, I could do much worse. I could tear his soul from the other side, bind it to his body in eternal torment.
Hey,
are you?
don't fucking do that.
I feel like you should be in a jail.
What? Just because I'm spooky? Wow.
No, it's because we already have enough spirits and shit running around. Like,
I don't.
keep those guys
fuck
on the
with
other
spirits.
side.
I'm just saying I could.
But I
I'm
feel
not going
like
to.
the capability to do that, you had to do something awfully scary.
I mean,
I looked at Brigand. Yeah,
I mean,
how did you
maybe.
get your powers?
They just kind of come to me.
Friggin', you look down on your feet.
What's on my feet?
Dun dun dun.
No! He's like, I heard you guys were talking.
Cortez
Which one of
kisses
you guys
himself.
is talking shit?
Wait, how do I get my spells, GM?
From your familiar.
Yeah.
I know. Was that like from
You
memories
find your
that are dredged
familiar
up or
in a
from my
little
patron?
gutter?
As far as you know, or as far as everyone knows, you get a feeling that you can draw power from your familiar.
Oh, okay.
He just pulls out handy and he's like, "This is his hand."
Yeah. Yeah, you don't necessarily, like, you didn't intentionally make this familiar. It's just been with you.
He's getting his power from this guy's grave.
And the hand hasn't shown any, like, power really of its own. It's not like this super powerful deity that you're just holding. But you feel like you can channel more power from it to
Okay.
do your spells.
Cool.
Cortez is still looking expectantly for an answer.
Oh, I channel energy and stuff through Handy here.
Cortez looks at the hand, and where did you get that from?
Just kind of
Friggin'
appeared
points
one
it
day.
down.
Yeah, Handy,
No.
like, kind of, like, comes off of, I think you said it's, like, holding onto, like, your belt loop,
Yeah.
normally. It kind of, like, comes out and crawls around, like, the hand from, Adam's family. And
Yeah.
now that you can actually good look at it, it does have, like, green skin, with, like, long pointed fingernails that it's almost propping itself on. But the fingernails seem to be, like, broken off at some points. And, like, the hand itself is not, like, a preserved hand. It's, like, you can see bone through it and muscle, like, pulsing. It's real gross.
Like, do you know where you actually got this thing from?
It jumps up and starts choking you.
Oh, so many questions.
One finger goes over her mouth. Shut the fuck up. Stop asking questions.
I will like you.
No, it's just
Did
always
you
been
get
with
him?
me.
You've just always had a creepy undead hand with you.
Like, since you were
Like
a
a
little
cat.
girl.
I mean, I may or may not have just woken up a couple months ago in this big ritual circle, and he was just kind of there. So,
Cortez
as
just
far as back
blinks.
as I remember.
You woke up in a ritual circle.
Yeah, it's not that weird, right?
Do you remember anything
you-
before then, did you
And
say?
you woke up with the undead hand in the ritual circle.
That's it.
I mean,
Or then it's just dark.
yeah, no, I don't remember anything before that. But, yeah, that happens all the time, right?
Brigan, make a will save.
Oh shit! Y'all just had to poke.
Cortez is talking too much. He's doing what he does good, but it's
You're like
spectacular.
triggering him. Run away.
30.
Something witchy is gonna happen.
You feel a pain in the back of your head, and you feel like it's hard to explain, but it feels like someone just like hit you over the head, and you wince, feeling like there's going to be pain coming, but no pain appears, but instead a memory appears.
That's how you were gangbanged.
No.
Fuck.
Your mind just bleeps it out.
It's all blurred.
And for half a second, you can see yourself standing in front of like a large like bonfire that has a like metal pot sitting on top of it, and as you look up and around, you see like 4 other cloaked figures, completely faces hidden, and as they like are throwing in materials to this pot, your vision flashes back to where you are.
Kyle, did you finish animating that like you said you were gonna start doing?
I never said I'd do that, and I never will.
Yeah, Kyle was like boasting about how he was gonna make this entire series into like a Vox Machina kind of animation style.
Oh, good. Wow. Solo
Yeah, sweet.
project.
Yeah, he was just gonna do it. He said it'd be ready, but I guess he's just falling
Yeah, I
behind.
don't know why they needed funding. It's easy.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is gonna be so cool. I can't wait.
But yeah, so your vision flashes back, and you are now sitting around, like kind of same distance from the fire itself, sitting with your 4 friends. Or
Whoa.
allies.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh,
Comrades in arms.
So I'm just gonna like clutch my head and be like, "Oh,
All right, Shadowheart.
shut the fuck up." And I'm just be like, "Oh, apparently I may have been part of a group that like to throw things into a cauldron."
Oh, he was part of a cult.
You know, just like witch things.
Prior
to
Put
one
things
who
into a
falls asleep.
cauldron.
I mean, they did wear, big black cloaks, so you never know. Could have been a cult.
And that doesn't spark any concern, like whatsoever.
I mean, it could have been a happy cult.
You have a undead hand.
Wow, just assuming all undead are evil, huh?
I mean,
I don't think I've heard of any good stories of undead.
I've only had really bad experiences at this point in time, so I'm gonna say
Just
Like-
means they're rare. or society has oppressed them so much that they just, it's their only path in life.
Society? We met you staying in a shack by a graveyard. What do you know about society?
I mean, I read books.
Great. Yes, I'm sure that's given you much life experience, Miss. I woke up in a circle with an undead hand and I was part of a cult.
I mean, we don't know it's a cult.
Yeah, it sounds pretty culty to me.
you used the word cult.
What? I did? I don't remember that.
You used the word cult.
You concern me. I'm concerned for my safety. I think that undead hand is going to kill me one day. Anyways,
I mean, you have those guns that they kill people too.
yes, people that deserve it.
I mean,
Like bad
who,
people.
Who decides that? You?
Yes,
Your
me.
person? Just because you think they're evil doesn't mean they are evil. What's evil, huh?
It's pretty easy to tell evil when they're, making entire towns suffer or killing for the greeds of their own desires. Or would you like me to continue going? I worked in the merchant business. I saw a lot of evil.
I mean, meh.
Cortez just looks right. Meh.
I like sigh and like grab another piece of meat.
The only thing that matters is knowledge, anyways. What is good and evil?
Mindless
Cortez
killing.
also winces at that.
Hey, I mean, mindless killing doesn't get us closer to anything. It doesn't make us stronger or smarter.
Cortez
So-
over and look at Briar. I think you might be the sanest one out of all these 3. Congratulations. He throws his hands up.
I'm beaming now.
Aw.
I'm like, nice.
I did it.
You are the most, I guess, down to earth,
Grounded.
grounded.
But don't.
Less than
Am I in
24
the-
hours ago said it's the natural thing for this ghoul to be, or gas to be eating this body.
Or something to be eaten.
And then he realized his mistake after he saw it. It was a learning experience. It's good to have those. Anyways. Cortez is going to move the conversation. Like, he'll do a quick cursory glance around, like we've usually been doing to make sure no one's listening or anything. Do you want me to roll perception? Or...
Nah, you can look around and see that.
Nobody's going near a group of people creating a dinner party in a graveyard.
Yeah, it seems like people are trying to, like, maybe you did see one person walking down the road at some point, they look at you, you, like, lock eyes, and they look away really quick and walk away
I like-
faster.
It's
I
an
put my
elderly
hands up.
woman holding some flowers that she's about to go pay respects to George here.
I'm used to traveling on the road. Okay, I don't know.
Oh no, this is too much. Cortez will go over the information he learned as like a TLDR,
Mhm.
the note and stuff like that to these two as well, so they're aware. And then pull out the wanted posters, show them.
I will say, just for your information, the reports that you saw, it looks like the most recent one was on top.
Okay.
But there were like a few drafts below it. And you can see the information that would be prevalent to you is the fact that it does say Thistle has
Soul has surrounded the tree. Christmas is ago.
Thistle has run with the coins that they were taking.
Okay. Interesting. So they think he ran then.
Yeah. And then otherwise things going smoothly. Not in these words, but they do mention that there has been no issue with the tree.
Okay.
And then at the very end, they say that they will be looking for new members.
Interesting. Okay. Good to know. Cortez will relay specifically the information about Thistle, thinking that he basically just ran off instead of something happening to him. And then also about them not being sus of the tree yet. Everything else he will not talk about, though.
Okay.
Just to confirm, Thistle was the guy we killed, right?
Yes. Thistle was the small guy.
So it seems as of now we are in a good state. That being said, it's going to be sooner than later that they at least figure out about the tree, I'm sure.
How long did they say it was going to be until the next meeting? The tree that I talked to there?
Yeah.
With the guy?
It was, they meet every second moon, which you guys know is the 15th. And right now it is the 7th. So you have
About a week.
about a week.
Okay. So I just reaffirmed that with everybody. The next meeting about the tree should be about a week from now.
Cortez nods. It comes to question, do we wait for that week then, or...
I don't think we should.
I believe that our time is unfortunately shorter than that availability.
How many members do we know of left?
Cortez will name off.
Um,
So I think it's 5 now.
Yeah.
Next.
So you personally,
Saw 6.
yeah, you know Zelthar, and then the one that's at the reward station right now. You know of that guy that you haven't really met but was there the first day. You know of the Bell Lady, and then Gromzul, who's the orc. So,
Right, so-
5 more members that you know of.
As a former welfare. So yeah, Cortez will hold up his fingers for 5 and then shrug. There could always be more, but that has been the consistent number.
Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've been setting up this one day for a specific potion.
Mm-hmm.
Could I change that to a different one?
Sure. Yeah, you haven't.
Okay. I don't have the formula for it, so I will take a second day to prep.
Okay. I believe those do have to be consecutive days, just so you know.
Yeah. Well, I figured they might need another day.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think that they do anymore, but I'm gonna ask everybody. I'm gonna be like, I have an idea, but I may need a couple days of prep to accomplish this. I've been
Cool.
working on a new alchemical reagent that may help us weaken them.
Okay.
Time isn't on our side, it sounds like. But if it greatly improves our chances, should allocate Briar this time.
How many days did you say it would be?
Didn't.
Maybe one more day of prep, then if all goes well, I should be able to finish it within another day or two.
Cortez not.
That still gives us 4 to 5 days before the meeting.
I can keep my ear to the ground. We'll try to give you that time, but if things start to get shaken up for whatever reason, we can readjust. But for now, I can agree to that.
We'll have plan Bs just in case.
That is a B, then what is our plan B? It wasn't exactly easy to take even one of them down.
It would have been easier in a different setting.
In theory. We know how capable they are. Are we positive it actually would have been easier?
Suppose not. But with less restraint, somewhere more private, I feel like we might have a good chance. Maybe just time?
Perhaps.
Could lure one away. It sounds like you've already been working on luring one away. I appreciate your gentle methods on the fellow you've been whittling down on.
It's more of you must appease to those that desire certain things, and he seemed to be the easiest one to open his eyes to other methods.
I don't know if that'll work twice.
It will not. If I were to misstep, we may have a much bigger mess in our hands, and that only increases with the more people I attempt to sweet talk. And there's the quotation marks again.
Yeah, it better not. It best be that you don't be known for making deals or offers to our Crimson friends.
Yes, we should leave that to the spooky one.
What is it that we know about the other? Well, there's quite a few of them left.
Uh, the information that you've gathered, you guys do know a lot about Zelthar.
Yeah.
Just from the meeting. You know kind of like his tactics and how he fights. You also know that he's much more interested in money than the actual Crimson Knights.
He was an
There's
easy call.
there's the lady in front of the reward station right now, seemingly having like a short bow and a rapier, so more of like a dexterous person. There's the guy that you don't know super well, that walked into the inn. They were carrying a great axe, and a longbow.
Don't fuck around.
You know of the Bell Lady, but you don't know much about her, as the only one that has seen her is Cortez.
Right.
But they were not like wielding anything at that time.
And with their connection to the tree, could presume potentially magical.
And then you guys know of Gromzul, the orc, who you saw cast a lightning streak.
Right. So we have vague ideas at least.
We need to get closer.
Well, I can't be talking every one of them up, so if we were to manage that, then we would have to split our efforts up a bit into talking to each one. In that, though, you have to understand how to talk to people and not just make them suspicious.
Hey. Oh. I look around too.
Well, that last part.
I mean, you seem to be quite the chatty one. You talked to that forge smith for a while and got along.
My bones ache just thinking about that.
Well, connections are important.
I can
Perhaps.
talk to people. It's these other fellas that I'm a little bit more concerned about.
What do you mean? Briar's great to talk to. We talk all the time.
Hi.
I look.
Briar nods.
And the spooky one has a charm.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there playing with some bone.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Sorry, Tron?
Breaks the finger of the hand and it kind of like reforms slowly.
If you know you're into that stuff. Right, so maybe it's just us two. But you don't even have to make friends with them, but if you can get a closer conversational style, you may learn some things we didn't know.
So we each take one. Is that where
Within
we're
feasibility. Learning their walks of life and how they go about through the town can assist us in isolating them if necessary as well. We don't want to mix up routes in a way that complicates the merchandise.
It's very fair. Do any of them seem to be, from what I've just looked at them, piercings? I'm talking dark clothes even. Do any of the remaining living ones seem spooky?
The Gromzul, while you guys did talk to him at one point.
Yeah, it was brief.
It
But
was a very brief talk, but he seemed to be more of like the, chatty ones, like, sorry for my friend, but still don't fuck with us, type of guy. But he does seem to be covered in like similar things to Brigand, where it's like skull and like braided hair, but it's like braided with like
In like an edgy way.
Yeah, it's like edgy, and it's also like braided with like magical material, or like a component that you would use. They
Okay,
seem to be
yeah.
like kind of like a witch doctor theme.
I'm like, you talk to Grimsnarl. And then I'll
Grumzool.
take- I look up to the gods. You know what I meant. And I'm gonna pick like one for myself. Give me a random name from one of the other ones. DM's choice.
Wait,
Anybody-
sorry. I thought you were talking to Levi still.
No, to you, gods.
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
What's another like any other except for Mr. Grumsniff?
Uh
Grumsniff.
huh. The only other one of their names that you know is Zelthar. The other three you don't know their names.
Okay.
But the other three are the person at the reward station right now, the guy that was at the reward station the first day, or the leader that you still have not seen.
Okay. I'll go talk to the lady over there. You go talk to, pointing to Briar, Zelda, and then yeah, you take the other
I am
one.
going to be busy for the next 2 to 4 days.
Oh, no, that's right. We take care of the indoor gathering. I forgot about
I'm
that.
gonna be doing like experimental fucking. I'm gonna be Breaking Badding it up in here.
I look at you
I
quizzically.
just found the thing I'm planning on making.
Okay. I'm like, no, that's right. Don't worry about it. We'll divide and conquer the rest of the names between me and our other talkie friend here, Cortez. You think you can handle that, brigand?
Absolutely.
If you feel that it is not going in your favor, don't make it worse. Don't like put a curse on him or have your hand like eat him.
What? I can't even make him relive his death in an alternate timeline?
No. You just let us know, and then we'll go in for the easy get after you've softened him up. Here.
Alright.
Okay, good.
What about
I
summoning
squint at
an
him.
undead and scare the shit out of him?
No,
No,
nothing like that.
Not even just a
No.
sentient pile
words.
of
You
ooze?
use words, no magic.
You
no
you wor-
hand.
words and then come home.
Alright.
If like that went good.
It's no fun.
I feel like that went over well.
I think that determines it. So what are you cooking on the fire? Cortez just jumps down.
It's already salted meat. I'm just like smoking it, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm hungry and I'm going to sleep. He's gonna grab a piece and he's gonna walk back out.
I start stomping out the fire. Probably shouldn't leave that running.
Talking is so much work, and he just walks in and closes the door.
Poor Cortez. Yeah, sorry.
Can't do this anymore.
All right. So as the afternoon turns into sunset and the sunset turns into night, is there anything else that you guys would like to do before you turn in?
I'd like to throw a party,
Hey.
A rave?
a rave inside the house by myself.
Graveyard rave.
We're getting spooky out here.
All right.
But no, I'm just gonna.
Ends to
go
like
sleep.
Monster Mash, except for we don't have the rights for that.
You guys all lay down for your rest, and we will end the session there, and we will pick up next time.
Next time.
Thank you all for watching, and we will see you bitches next time.
Bye.
Bitches, next time.